Yeah, because you can't have charging stations everywhere.
Probably not.
No, absolutely not.
Do you think all cars will become electric by 2030?
Well, I moved here from San Francisco, California, and I train as a personal trainer, train a lot of CEOs and clientele that are involved in a lot of electric cars, including software engineers in Rivian, Tesla, and similar other cars. Also, a couple of Chinese companies. I do believe eventually, if not 100%, I think 70% will be electric, most of the cars. I'm European, I like combustion engine cars, but I do believe that electrical cars, because of environmental reasons, they will revolution the industry. I do believe that definitely they will take over in the market. Also, people looking for a long-term battery lifespan, because we have now today 200 miles, maybe 300 miles. They're going to make longer life of the battery, so they can improve so people don't have to stop and renew batteries every time. This is my opinion, and definitely not only cars, also a lot of other types of transportation, from drones into electrical motorcycles, other types of transportation as well.
Do you think all cars will become electric by 2030?
By 2030, possibly, but not. Maybe 90%. It's not going to be 100%.
You think that's because there's a demand for the gas?
Yeah, because you can't have charging stations everywhere. And I'm from New York, so that's going to be quite impossible to do in a congested city like that. Logistically, it's not possible.
Do you think there's going to be an issue with all the charging station the more and more people start buying the electric?
Of course, there's going to be an issue, like, you're traveling and then you can't find a place to, charge your car. So a lot of people don't want to get it because of that reason. That's annoying.
Do you think all cars will become electric by 2030?
Probably not.
Why is that?
I think that the easy way to put it is that the battery technology is nowhere near where it needs to be for that to replace car. I mean, just gas vehicles.
Do you think maybe by 2050 or at any point in humanity, it's all going to be electric?
I mean, anything's possible, right? Personally, as of right now, I don't think it's going to be 2030. I think they're pushing battery technology, but until battery technology surpasses gas, I just don't see it changing.
Let's say they do surpass the capability of gas. Do you think there'll be a day where people are just not going to be able to buy any gas cars?
Well, when gas gets so expensive and electric becomes cheaper, that's when the day that it surpasses. I mean, Tesla has pushed down the price of electric cars tremendously. So, eventually they'll be the cheaper alternative, they'll eventually replace.
And then if you had a dream car, but you had to buy an electric version, what would you get, or would you even get one?
As of right now, I would never purchase an electric vehicle because the depreciation's insane.
Yeah.
I would lease an electric vehicle. I'd probably lease a Tesla.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that's like my dream car, but like.
What about supercars? Do you think it's all going to become electric, or they're going to keep a sector of gasoline-powered cars for the people who love gas cars, or do you think over time it's going to go away 100%?
Well, myself, I own Porsches and Mercedes AMGs. I always liked the German engineering, but even the Germans now, they go half and half electric, half, and they try to go towards that direction. Like Audis have made those incredible SUVs now that are beautiful, looking beautiful, and also a lot faster than a combustion car. Somebody like they like car racing and into cars, definitely they will keep the combustion engine. But
Excuse me, we're in the video.
I think a lot of people like electrics because of the speed, because of the not enough spending money on gas, and overall environmental reasons. Definitely I'm positive and believing in that.
What would be your dream car that's electric, but you can only buy electric? What dream car would it be?
Well, I do like the 918 Porsche, which is over $1 million, but my favorite car today, it's the Carrera GT. It's a car that Porsche made, and it's now over probably 1.5 million, but imagine if they make this type of car, the same look, the same design, but electric. That would be just an example. I think they are not going to make that specific car, but they will come up with other amazing models. The new companies now, not only German, also Scandinavian companies and also American companies, because in the United States now, electric cars are very big distribution.
What are your thoughts on electric vehicles?
Personally, I like electric vehicles. It's so much easier than feeling stressed to go to the gas station, and especially like we live in California, so the gas prices are kind of skyrocketing right now. We have solar at our house, so it kind of like counterbalances it all. Mom?
Yeah, we have two of them. We have a BMW iX and we have a Mercedes EQS 450. We're pleased with both of them. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I like a good Porsche Cayenne too, right? Vroom vroom. But, you know, it's nice to be able to plug the vehicle in at home and take off and go.
What are your views on electric vehicles?
Yeah.
Do you think that all cars will eventually become electric in our lifetime?
No, absolutely not.
I don't.
We need,
Why not?
because we need the horsepower, we need the combustion, we need to be able to pull
And we
things,
can't
move
just
things,
rely
and you
on
can't
electric.
just rely on electric all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So if you've got solar panels, right, you could get some free electric and charge your car. But what if it's a rainy day? What if you're living in Seattle and you don't have that constant sun that's giving you that free energy?
But
So-
cars are also a luxury, right? And there's a certain joy to driving a combustion vehicle, the sound it makes, the feel of the engine, you know, all of that you can't get from an electric vehicle. And I think as consumers, we want something that's not only gets us to the grocery store and to work, but something that pleases us as well. And I just think the combustion engine will always be there.
But I also think that the process that it takes to make the lithium battery, is it? What is the battery that goes in it?
Lithium.
The lithium batteries. It's so harmful as well. So it's like a lot of give and take.
Right.
And all of the mechanics that goes into the charging stations as well, it's a lot of give and take. Like I have a really good friend, he works for companies that sell the charging stations to like mass locations like city.
That
It's
an
driving.
electric vehicle?
Yeah, right. So I think it's a lot of give and take. I definitely think that it can have a lot of positive things, especially like if you're somebody like me who I don't want to have to afford gas all the time, and having the solar is fantastic.
Electric vehicles,
Besides that, drill,
electric
baby, drill.
vehicles are our future. They're not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
They may be tops 40%, but they're a way of helping us save the environment.
And if you had a dream car, but it had to be purchased electric, what would it be?
I think we're in our dream car.
I think so.
I don't know if it's
That
our
Mercedes
dream
is
car.
that Mercedes is a nice car.
I like the
what do you-
Porsche
what-
Taycan. I'd like
Yeah.
a cranberry or a frozen blue.
But is it
perhaps
electric?
a creme de
Yeah.
menthe?
I don't think we need a Tesla.
Taycan
We're
is
not
electric.
impressed with the Tesla. We still want the protection. We still want something that's going to
Yeah, like if you're gonna get in a car accident, what's
yeah.
gonna protect
What do you think, Katie?
the body?
Safe one.
Yeah.
That's this kid right here.
What do you think?
He's the
What's your
future.
electric dream car?
Dream car?
But it has to be
I
electric.
don't know. I'm not a big fan of electric cars.
If you had to get a dream car and it had to be electric, what would you get? And would you even get it in electric?
I don't know. Probably the Tesla. I would get that. It looks good. It looks cool. If I had to, that's what I would get. But like that's the only one I really know. I'm not really too educated on like all the types of
For sure.
electric cars.
For sure. With AI coming on board, do you think all of the like Uber and Lyft drivers are gonna get replaced by an AI driver, like no person in the car driving it?
Well, that's happening already. I've seen it where people get in a car where there's no driver. Personally, I wouldn't get in that car because I feel more safe with a human. Like if something goes wrong, the human would know. I don't think AI knows everything. They're just programmed to do what they're told to do. So in an emergency situation, they may not know what to do.
What are your thoughts on electric vehicles?
So I think it's good for the environment, but it's like it sounds better, you know? Like it's just like
sounds
it's
like
the
shit.
charm of actually having a car. Like
Yeah.
that's the
I
point.
mean, I think we were raised like with gasoline cars, so like it's probably in our mindset.
I don't
See,
think
everyone-
I don't think it helps that
What do
much.
you say?
I don't think it does as much as like they want you to think.
Do you think all the cars will eventually become electric
Yeah.
within enough time where they can surpass gas capability?
'Cause I feel like,
Yeah, for sure.
and even within enough time, I think we just run out of oil, right?
Right.
Out of wood?
Oil.
If someone could get you a dream car right now, but it had to be electric, would you get one, and what would it be?
I mean, yeah, I would get but I guess like a Tesla Model Plaid.
A Plaid?
I don't really know about electric cars.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Do you think that eventually it'll become electric, or there's always going to be a demand for the gasoline cars?
There's always going to be a demand for gas because people are like me. I like a gas-powered car. I like the torque. I like the sound of the motor. So a lot of people aren't going to willingly give that up. And lithium batteries, they say about the gas, it pollutes the air. But where are you going to store these batteries? You can't just throw them away. Or
How do you dispose of them?
How do you dispose of them? So I think there's always going to be a market for both. But I could see electric being more sought after more than a gas-powered vehicle, but no, I think gas is truly.
We don't truly know all the repercussions of lithium, but I will tell you that we experienced a scenario driving up the 15 freeway where a lithium truck had crashed in between Barstow and Las Vegas, and they had to shut the whole freeway down about 30-mile radius and get everybody going both ways out of there. So that tells you how crazy this lithium and how toxic it is.
From the lithium itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck
Like
had caught on
radiation
fire.
and stuff, right?
Right.